At Fount, and this makes me fascinated and want to just jump into all the questions I have for you about Fount. I'm just going to try to keep that to one or two in this interview. At Fount, you've taken all of what you've learned optimizing performance of special operators and the Navy SEALs, and you've brought that now. You're working to bring it to everyone, and you obviously started with elite athletes, CEOs, investors, people wanting to optimize their performance. And you just alluded to a massive gamut of things that you work with people on at Fount to kind of help them optimize their performance. I want to ask a little bit of a simpler question, which is, so obviously anyone chasing peak performance can come to Fount and they can work with you on a one-on-one basis to be able to optimize their performance. What is, generalizable that everyone should be doing just as a solid baseline? And I think another way of asking that would be when people come to the program, what are the like super simple do this, do this, do this that makes the needle start to move a little bit?
Yeah. So if you take somebody who hasn't experimented a lot in this space, the first thing I'll tell you is make the right choice the easy choice. You crave sugar, try not to have candy in the house. You're not a sugar person, but you love salt. Like, try to avoid keeping Doritos in the house. I love Doritos. I do not eat a lot of Doritos that make me feel bad, but like, I don't keep them in the house because there are times when I would eat them. On the other hand, I keep two rotisserie chickens in the fridge at all more or less all times. And it is absolutely no more work to go and rip a piece of a rotisserie chicken off and eat it than it is to open a bag of Doritos. And so, like, want to make the right choice, the easy choice. I have a trap bar, between me and the bathroom. It's loaded with sort of body weight, so it's not super heavy because it's a trap bar. It's safer to do. I don't have to be totally dialed in. Like, it's takes me 60 seconds to do a set of 5 reps on the way to the bathroom. There's very few times when I'm so busy that I can't pull that off a few times during the day. So that would be the first thing. Second thing is getting breakfast right is really high leverage. And for some people, that means starting to eat breakfast. For some people, that means stopping eating breakfast. So if you tend to have lower blood sugar levels and higher stress hormone levels, eating is usually helpful. If you have higher inflammatory levels, maybe intermittent fasting or not eating till lunch can be useful. Some people do better on low carbs. Some people do well with some high quality carbs like berries in there. It's a fairly simple set of experiments to run that is one of the highest leverage things we see. And then maybe a couple other things. Shower before bed, go from the bathroom into a dark room and a cold bed, turn down your temperature and or, these pieces of tech like 8 Sleep and ChiliPad or Oolers are really effective for most people. And a last one I'll leave you with is meditation programs can be harder for people to implement. But if you can meditate or do breath work in the morning before you check your phone the first time, it's a home run for people because it you get ahead of any of these stressful work or personal things. And when you build that resilience in before the rest of your day comes at you, that's a huge win for people.